Okay. All right. I said I'm from Lagos, Nigeria, and I am a graphics designer.
Great.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Um, we're great. Good to see all of us. Um, yeah, quite some good number of people joining. So we just have, I think, some few minutes to start. Okay, thank you. Mr. Luis, you can introduce yourself and tell us where you're coming from.
Good evening. I am Mr. Bondedri Marie. I'm coming from Cameroon.
Great,
I'm happy. I'm happy to meet you. Nice to meet you, all of us.
great. Nice to meet you too. So, presently, if you have some questions, you can try to put it in the chat while we're trying to keep our minds straight for the meeting. Mm, great, great, great. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, I think we can start now. Give me one moment. Okay, thank you, everyone. I think we quite have some um, good time. I think from our last meeting, it was really good. And we are kicking ahead with the next session, which is going to be brief. And today with me, we are going to be having Mr. Nicholas, who is key person in the EKCOLAB Analytics project, working with EKCOLAB. And of course, he's going to be handling parts of the EKCOLAB Analytics and what he has experienced, of course, like working in the field. And he can give you more first-hand information because he's got experience working with application in real life scenario. So probably after I present, he's going to also present. And then, of course, from there, we start having questions. And of course, other things can follow after that. So now I'm going to be sharing my screen. Give me a second. Mhm. So probably if there's anything, you have to just tell me that maybe something is wrong. So probably, of course, you can tell me about that. So I'm gonna try to close that. So can everyone see properly?
Yes, yes, I
Great,
can see it.
Yes, it's clear.
great, great. So I'm happy you guys can see it. So once again, welcome everyone, and thank you for your time. So we are going straight to the point. Now we could see what we're trying to build. It's about the kind of a little training to help you guys understand what you're doing, and of course how we can be able to solve some problems in communities. So let's go. What about the agenda? It's very short, which means that we are just going to go straight to the point to do what we have to do. So the first thing is about the program. Then so you talk about
Excuse me.
Yeah.
There is some echo, eh?
Oh, there is an echo. So please, everyone, can you try to mute your mics? Probably if you're getting echo, it could be from your end. I think everyone's mic is muted. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. So guys, please mute your mics. So next we're talking about the mission and vision. So, and then the training methods and certificates, our work ethics, and then we're going to have about understanding the EKCOLAB analytics platform and its use cases. That's going to be presented by Mr. Nicholas. So let's go. Now, as you can see, we are trying to build up a team of ambassadors, and this is a training where we are trying to making things become more easy for us to solve community problems. And we can't do this without actors, because I call you guys actors because it's more about working with youths and to solve problems. So there are no two ways about it. It's just to get people who are active and to be able to do something meaningful for the communities and solving African problems, especially, which is very important. So you guys received the document, of course, which was sent related to the program. You know what it takes and what we're trying to do. But one thing I want to say is about our mission in EKCOLAB analytics, because of course EKCOLAB is the main organization that developed this application. But the mission and the vision in this program, in this training, or rather in the whole program which we're trying to build up in EKCOLAB analytics, is quite kind of different. So what's the mission? So it's to empower and provide vital information for emergencies, funding, and effective decision making to help communities that are most vulnerable and helpless to be identified, supported, and save lives through the power of data. Now, the vision is advancing community resilience through automatic data analytics and insights. Okay, so that's what we're trying to build. We try to solve problems by using data. The power of data is very important in community dynamics to be able to understand what's going on. And this is what we're trying to build. This is what we have built, and this is what we're trying to solve. Of course, we already started solving. We already got some information, some kind of research, but you can find that on our main website on EKCOLAB, and you can be able to know. So the methodology and certificate of the program, of course, it's been stated the program before 2 days, which we're going to be working on. And of course, certificate to be given 3 days after that. And then the most important, the learning objectives here is to find and to know how to target community and users. So to be able to use the EKCOLAB analytics in your various countries. Yeah, in various countries. To know how to sell yourself and gain value and trust for the brand. So which brand? The EKCOLAB analytics brand. So you have to know how to put yourself in the right position and also use the platform of EKCOLAB analytics or EKCOLAB to be able to stand out. Probably, I think most of you are on LinkedIn. It's easier for you to stand out when you start doing kind of campaign or some kind of work related to this latest innovation, which is going to be shaping the face of Africa in the next few months from now. Okay, now we talk about our work ethics. In EKCOLAB, generally, we have this work ethics, so it's still going to be the same, what we're trying to build with the program, EKCOLAB Analytics. So the first thing is about respect. So we value respect from everyone. So every members must respect themselves, and we usually don't make mention of someone's name. For example, you can be like, you're calling somebody's name like just by the name, but you're going to try to call the person based on a specific format, like Mr. or Madam. So that's how we say, for example, Mr. John, Madam Mary, or you understand like how you have to do it. So you don't just call Mary or John. So that's the format. Even on WhatsApp, if you're texting someone, if you're texting any community members in EKCOLAB, you find yourself getting in contact with EKCOLAB members, this is how they are going to be talking with you. It's just a normal thing we have been doing, like a culture. So another part of it is about the research. Of course, we are a research-focused organization trying to solve problems using research to build strong points and strong trends in communities and to be able to provide value at the end of the day. Innovation is very important, and that's why we even came out with the solution of EKCOLAB Analytics to prove our work ethics is very, very important to us. And so we must respect what we do and how we should be able to be innovative. So about data-driven decision, before we take decisions in EKCOLAB or rather implement some certain projects, maybe some certain programs, we must be able to key this information to data. Before we are solving problems in communities, we must be able to know what's the data about it, how to go about it, what is the information that has been there before, what has not been there before, how we could be able to make it different, like make it more different from what others have been doing. And that's what it talks about, the data-driven decision. So, and probably that's that. I will stop sharing my screen now, and thank you for your attention. Now I'm going to leave, I think Mr. Nicholas is ready. I'm going to stop sharing right now. Mr. Nicholas, do you have access to share? Thanks.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you have the access now to be able to share your screen.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Nicholas Ugwang from Uganda, and the Vice President of EKCOLAB in Uganda. I hope everyone is able to see my screen.
Mr. Nicholas, please can you
Yes.
put it on presentation view?
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be going from slide to slide, so it's not there. We have the presentation button up there. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's great. Great.
Okay. Yeah, just like I said before, I'm Nicholas Ogwang from Uganda and the Vice President of EKCOLAB in Uganda. I'm going to present to you the introductory to EKCOLAB Analytics for the brand ambassadors, just as it has been displayed there. To begin with, what is EKCOLAB Analytics? This we started it already earlier, and it was explained by Mr. Ekole earlier on in the first meeting that we did last time. But still, to remind ourselves, EKCOLAB Analytics, It's a cutting-edge leading tool to help identify and pave the way for solutions to community and public health issues related to water scarcity, waterborne diseases, environmental pollution, climate issues, and all these issues which are surrounding water resources within the communities of Africa and the entire world, because literally we are everywhere. Yeah. So why are we saying, or why are we talking about EKCOLAB analytics? I would first and foremost say that the EKCOLAB analytics, it's an application which has been developed by professionals who have come up to combine brains to ensure that these long-term issues that we have been facing, we can erase it once and for all. We can have the data within our hands, since we are within the age of data, we are within the age of AI. So we have come up with this application that will help us bridge this gap that had been lagging for some good time. So we basically use EKCOLAB model standards combined together to provide real case events to identify community problems, as we can see in the next slides that I'll be able to present to you. So what are some of the outstanding features of this app that we are talking about? So you find out that this app, since I am one of the, I could say I have already used the app, literally, I've gotten already some results that I will be able to show you as we move forward, that what are some of the outstanding. To mention but a few, we have carrying out multiple analysis to identify potential risks in local communities in the areas of water scarcity, environmental pollution, waterborne diseases, and general public health. This app, as well as carrying out multiple analyses, it also helps us to track the geographical location of communities, because literally this app helps you to load, the coordinates. It helps you to load the map of your area. It helps you to load very many things that are within that locality, that helps us to get enough information about an area and helps us to understand what is really the issue within the water sector within that area, within the environmental sector, within the public health sector within that area. That will help us to identify the solutions and then bridge that gap that had been lacking for quite a long period of time. This application not only works on the desktop, it also works on the phones that we carry everywhere. So it doesn't need you to move with your laptop on site. You can just move with your phone, and then you are able to carry out the analysis wherever you are. So at the same time, the application also works without internet. That is making it suitable in rural areas which may be having network problems. Yeah, of course, I faced a few challenges with the network. Luckily that our application is able to work without internet, and I was able to carry out some data. I was able to get some data that gave me some results. So who uses this application? All of us, individuals. It can be researchers, it can be students, it can be professionals, whichever class. But if you are within the water sector, environment sector, public health, wherever, you are able to use the application, because it's user-friendly. It's really user-friendly, that you can learn within the shortest time possible. NGOs are able to use, governments and all entities are able to use this application to bridge the gap they have within their farms, within their companies, within their departments, and they will be having their laboratories literally within their hands. What I could say that the EKCOLAB analytics is like somebody's moving with the entire laboratory within their hands. I could literally say like that. So it's something which has been proven beyond doubt. As you can see with my project area, this is the area where I was working in here in Uganda. It is called Ariaga in Gulu. Gulu is a city, one of the cities in Uganda. As you can see, my dashboard here is trying to show my project. As you can see here, it is Ariaga Gulu City Community. It was on the 20th of April 2025 that I did this analysis. So I have here, as you can see here, there are 4 field analyses that I've done so far. I've not yet done all because as you will learn in the future, in the tomorrow's training, probably or later from now, you'll find out that there within every community that you want to track, you have to divide them into quarters. And this is just one of the quarters that I was working in. And this is the first quarter. I've so far done 4 analysis, and you find out that within a quarter you're supposed to do like about 24 analysis. That is sufficient data, because if it is just within a quarter you're able to do 24 analysis and you have 3 quarters, those are how many analyses? Those are like 48 analyses. That is sufficient to give you a conclusive remark about the water issues, the environmental issues, the pollution issues within that area. So this was just my dashboard, and it is the dashboard of my laptop that you can see. And so these are the analysis that I've so far carried out. As you can see, these different analyses come in different colors to help you be able to differentiate them. Actually, the system has already been designed in such a way that it is very easy. As you can see, this one in red, this was analysis under household pipe water, and it was a tap. As you can see, this person within the picture trying to fetch water in a tap. I was trying to analyze the household pipe water within that community, within that home. Yeah, that is the picture right there. And then you can see that the image there is different from this one, which is green. As you can see, I have done so far 2 analyses which are in green, and that is for water scarcity. Water scarcity analysis, you can see they are all green because I've done 2 of them. And then this other one down here, it is for stream and rivers. I've also moved in and did some analysis within a certain stream around here. That is why, and you can see it is blue in color. So all these analyses come in different colors, and that is has already been done by the system. If I move forward, this is the mobile view of the application. The other one was the desktop or the laptop, and then this you can see how you can view it within your phone, how it is displayed within your phone. This is you can see this. The blue one here is the project itself. You can see here reading 4 field analysis. So if you click on this 4 field analysis, you will head towards the first analysis that I've done, which is this red one, the household pipe water. You can see it is reading here completed. Down here in right is reading completed because I already finished that analysis. If you come here in the next analysis, you can see it here, it is also completed. You see, so that is how it is displayed. You can use it in your laptop, you can use it on your phone. It is convenient wherever, whatever device you have, it is compatible with this application. Of course, this is so far the status of my results, because as I told you, I've done only 4 analyses so far. That is why you can see my water scarcity results is so far 15%. You see, it has already started to give me results, but of course the rest are still 0 because I don't have sufficient data. So if I keep doing the analysis, if I keep going for the field, and then I get the recommended or the minimum number of analysis, I'll be able to populate all of these areas, and I'll be able to have sufficient data that I can get the recommendations for. I can print out the final report to give me the situation within my area, you see. So this is my current status, but I could say that like this one, the person already completed. Yes, this is already the person completed. And if somebody completes the analysis, this is what a picture of what comes out. As you can see, this 85%, that is now the risk of the waters, you know, and then this 92%, it is telling us the overall community risk, you see, and the status is that this community is at a higher risk of experiencing maybe the waterborne diseases, maybe the environmental impacts, and so they are at emergency and they need a quick response from the stakeholders. So you find out that we have done the analysis within one platform, we have gotten the recommendation, we have gotten the results, and we are able to engage the stakeholders using what we have here. Now, I can give a live scenario of what happened in Zambia. It was last year, you know, when the app was still being developed and we tried to use it that time. In fact, the status of Zambia was at emergency. And few days from the results, after getting our results, there was cholera outbreak. And this was one of the reasons and one of the driving factors that kept us staying within the platform and seeing that indeed this platform, yeah, it works. And surely I would encourage us to embrace and try to track the community water issues within our localities. For now, of course, I'm just trying to show you what is already on the ground. And I'm also trying to interest you that keep around, keep learning, and have the application to help your communities. Thank you so much. And yeah, the mic is back to Mr. Ekole.
Wow, amazing presentation, Mr. Nicholas. We can stop sharing. Great. Wow, it's really great to see such amazing presentation from Mr. Nicholas. I think maybe probably we might have some questions. Can you send the presentation by email? Yeah, of course. Put your email. If you ask about presentation, you want it on email, please put your emails and we'll be able to track this and then send you. Yeah. So now we leave the floor to questions. But before questions, let me just give a very brief information related to the program. So tomorrow we are going to be having a workshop. Stated the time, I think it was 10 a.m. GMT, and it's very important for all of us to be there because in this workshop, I'm going to be collecting emails, of course, to send to the technical teams. Why? Because we decided to give you guys free access to the platform. So we're going to register you on the EKCOLAB Analytics. I think probably if you guys saw from the launching video on our YouTube channel, you could be able to see, like you see Mr. Nicholas, you can see him, he's been registered like an analyst on the EKCOLAB Analytics. So all of you guys will be registered like that. Why? Because it's very important for us to work in team, and that's the team strength we're trying to bring out in EKCOLAB Analytics. So we want things to be in order, and so we can be able to do work together, and so we can be able to follow up with what you're doing. But you having the account, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to, you need to do analysis or you need to be technical person. We can consider some people, maybe some kind of gestures from you. You want to test it, you want to do something, but only under recommendations from us, because we have to validate what you know and how you can use it. That's the special training, because this training is not built for you as a technician. It's just a plain training. So the workshop tomorrow will be practically just to engage you guys on the platform view, and then get your emails and some kind of other technical things we can be able to solve, and that's it. And on I think that same tomorrow in the evening, we're gonna be diving down to the real things, the real matter of this movement of the brand ambassadorship. That's in the evening tomorrow, same time, which means you don't also need to miss, because that's like the final time which you're supposed to say a lot of things, talk about your communication pattern, presentation skills, and some kind of stuff, and your portfolio management, and so on, and how you can be able to start from there. So everyone is needed in that meeting as well, so we can be able to conclude, because after that, things will be happening so fast, which means the more smarter people find themselves, the more beautiful it will be for all of us all. So we want people to be smart and active as well. So I'm going to leave the floor to questions related to anything related to the program, related to what you've seen from the presentation. Some questions will come in. Also, any questions related to the program itself, you're free to ask questions. We are ready to answer your questions. Yeah. If you have a question, just put your hand up, then we can. Okay, Madam Somarin, yeah, I can see your hand up. I'm going to start.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can get you. It cannot be audible a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, although you mentioned that we are going to have more details by tomorrow, well, according to the presentation, Mr. Nicholas showed us how the app works and the analysis that he did in his own country. My question is, as brand ambassadors, are we also going to, um, carry out, should I call it projects like this and do analysis just as Mr. Nicholas did in his own area on his own country? Do you get my question?
No, like I said, this is not a technical training for all of you guys. It's just a plain training. And even if you're going to be registered, but you need to be registered in our system. And also tomorrow we also have to do a practical part where we need to also validate EKCOLAB analytics via a platform which we're going to be working on. So you guys have to also do that before evening. You have to verify and then send the verification. We are already part of this network internationally. I think some of you saw the post. So of course, what you're building is genuine. It's to solve a problem. And so to be part of the whole system as well, you need to also be part of supporting what you're doing related to your brand ambassadorship, which is very important as well, as in how you can leverage your opportunity to connect with other platforms. Yeah, that's the technicalities there. That's the only technicalities there. But related to the project on field, no, you don't need to do it. It's not compulsory. It's not a must. And the only persons that need to do technical things can only be through recommendation. For example, the person want to do something, could be like, oh, can I do this? I want to try to do it. Then, okay, we can now validate and confirm. You can go ahead, but you don't need to do anything if you are just a normal. No, you don't need to do anything. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and the reason why you guys are having an account on the registered on the EKCOLAB Analytics main account is because you are ambassadors and you need to have access to be able to talk about the platform. It should be working on your phone. You should tell people about it. You should be updated related to recent updates. You should know that this is happening. Of course, that's the reason why we're putting you, because the platform is actually expensive sometimes. Like to manage all of this, but we are ready to incur the cost to do this. So to make you guys have this platform, you can talk about it. It's not like, oh, so you're going to be part of the system. That's why. So you can't be saying something which you don't have, or you don't even know how it is or how it's working, how you're going to be saying. So you need to have it on your phone, not just by sharing videos. It needs to be working. Yeah. I think I'm going to go to the next. Madam Favor, I think your hand was up. If you already put your hand up and have answered the question, please, you can put your hands down. I go to Madam Favor. Question.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This is my question. Before now, I went to Play Store to download EKCOLAB Analytics after seeing the advert on YouTube. But I discovered that it is not yet downloadable on Play Store.
Yeah.
So if we are to communicate with people, it was later, I think someone in the team was like, okay, he sent me a link and he said I could go through. Even when I went through the link, the platform was saying something like verification. We're going to send verification to your email. I did not receive any verification. I tried it several times. So I don't know how effective it is.
That's good. So about your question. Yeah. Now we don't have it on Play Store, but of course it's going to be on Play Store probably, I think, before August. But we have it on our phone, like you see, of course, the screenshots. I've been having it on my phone. In fact, most of the EKCOLAB members have it in their phones. So the thing is that that's why I said there'll be a technical training, a technical workshop tomorrow. And of course, you have to be there to know how to go about things. So I'll be showing videos and you have to follow the steps. So you must know that this is how the step is, or for example, how you can go about it. So the thing is that this is a web application and it also works on phone automatically like a mobile app. So you can install it in your phone. The technical guys here can understand me when I mean, like, of course, it's a web app. So which means that even without Play Store, you have it on your phone. That's why you see Mr. Nicholas also have this in his phone, and he can be able to do all the work he has been doing without any problem. It's an app. It has an icon as an app. It's been installed as an app. It doesn't need to go to now to save you all the long discussions and stuff like that. No, it's so easy to install on your phone as an app. It's going to appear like with the logo. I don't know. Of course, we will be doing the demo tomorrow, and you'll be seeing it live from my phone or from Mr. Nicholas' phone. You'll be seeing the application live, sharing of the screen. You'll see how the logo is, how if you click on it, how it's going to open up, the stages that you're going to do to log in. So that's why the training tomorrow, the workshop is very important. You don't have to miss it. And it's going to be working automatically, swift and easy. So it's because, again, they are setting what we call security patterns, which we build in the application. That's why, of course, you can't just go in and log in and then you, how to say, you get good results. You'll be like, I'm trying to do. Yeah, it's difficult because for now we are still more secured. We're trying to build some security patterns before we fully release it. Even though we have launched, but we are still very more careful about security because, of course, there are a lot of hackers and stuff like that. When you just launch a program, they'll be ready to destroy a system. So we are trying to build up that stuff, but getting more people carefully and building from there, building the momentum. That's what we are doing. Yeah. I see Mr. Solomon. Oh, sorry, Madam Favor. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. You answered it perfectly well.
Okay, thank you. Great. Mr. Solomon, your hand is up.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. Please, my question, one of the questions I wanted to ask, Madam Favor has asked already, but I want to ask something as regards to that. Is it necessary or is it okay, is it necessary for as an ambassador to draft out a proposal on a project and submit it and see if it's going to work and if the brand is going to approve it and how to go about that?
It depends on the kind of project.
And my and my second question goes like this. After the training, the workshop and everything, a certificate is supposed to be issued to every ambassador, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for the certification, how do every ambassador get their certificate and how is that going to be? Those are my questions.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, talking about the project, first of all, we must know if this project falls according to our vision and our mission. We must scrutinize it. That's how it's supposed to be before we accept such project from ambassador that want to apply for some kind of project to be done using the application. And of course, that's just the main norms that is needed. As to answer your question related to the certification, of course, everyone that partakes from this training attended the workshop and the last meeting tomorrow evening, automatically gets the certificate. And then from there, we now have to see how we could go to the next phase, which is, of course, the contract, which is going to be, like I said, in the other meeting, we're going to send the contract. Of course, you have to see it, and then you know how you should operate on it and how. Yeah. And like I said, it's not going to be complicated, but we are going to discuss all of these things in tomorrow meeting more in detail, or maybe in the workshop even. Yeah. So, but after the process of certificates, you're going to be receiving also contracts following after that, which means that you have to read and then understand, okay, this is how you're supposed to operate as an ambassador, because by then you have been trained to understand this is how ambassador is supposed to operate, what is needed from you. And so all of those trainings will be tomorrow evening. And from there, that's how it's supposed to be. And any other thing could be added. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Probably, is there any other hand up? Any other question? More questions? Okay, so just to make you guys know, so the same link you used today to join is the same link for the workshop, is the same link for tomorrow's meeting. So you don't need to do anything, just click on that same link to join tomorrow at the same time when we have the time for our meeting, the workshop meeting, and also the meeting in the evening. It's the same link. So you just have to click it and join at the same time. Everything will be, you don't need any permission to enter. Once we are live, you'll just be accepted automatic. Yeah. So I think, guys, thank you guys for coming, and nice to meet you. It was actually a very great meeting, and I love your composure. I think you guys are really great, and we are gonna see you tomorrow in the workshop. And more questions, go and brainstorm, come more questions, and also be ready with your gadgets to be able to see how you could also download this app in your phone, and then some other tricks, of course, we could be learning and seeing. Yeah. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.